Today, we're spotlighting the incredible drive of Black entrepreneurs. I mean, truly visionaries and innovators. You're building amazing businesses. But let's be real, often navigating unique challenges beyond the usual startup stuff, like access to capital and just being seen. So our mission for this deep dive is to unpack some actionable strategies for you. Not just surviving, but really thriving. We're diving into an article from the D9Network's website. It's called Celebrating Black Excellence, 9 Tips for Thriving as a Black Business Owner Today.
Brazos.
Yeah, it offers real-world insights, growing your brand, protecting your peace, building that generational impact. It's all viewed through the lens of the Black entrepreneurial journey. Okay, so let's unpack this. The first tip they hit on is foundational, building a brand, not just a product. It's really about your mission, your values, and recognizing that your story, that's your superpower. The goal is that emotional connection, right? Getting loyal advocates, not just customers.
Exactly. And what's fascinating there is how that brand building ties directly into knowing your audience. You know the saying, if you're talking to everyone, you're basically talking to no one. And for Black entrepreneurs, this feels even more critical. Understanding those nuances in your target market lets you craft messages that really land.
Yeah.
You can tap into underserved communities, maybe challenge some existing narratives. The article really hammers home the importance of research. Surveys, social media polls, actually talking to clients. So you're speaking their language, not just guessing.
That makes so much sense. And building on that idea of value, the article gets into something really interesting. Pricing for your worth, not for apology. It sounds simple, price for value, but the article touches on this very real pressure Black business owners can feel, sometimes feeling like they have to undersell. How do you push back against that, especially if the market doesn't always seem to get your full value?
Yeah, that's tough. And often the biggest hurdle isn't even external. It's that invisible weight of systemic stuff that can chip away at confidence, which is exactly why the article points out that protecting your mental health isn't some kind of luxury. It's absolutely non-negotiable. It's an asset. Think about it. You are the engine of your business. Mm-hmm. If you don't maintain yourself, burnout is pretty much inevitable, especially when you're dealing with, microaggressions day in and day out, or those broader systemic barriers. It takes a toll. So setting boundaries, actually taking breaks, considering therapy or coaching, or peer support groups like those the D9 Network fosters, that's crucial.
Right. That self-care piece is huge. And it leads naturally into optimizing resources. The article talks about leveraging technology. And this isn't just about having fancy software. It's about smart automation, saving time, reducing errors, expanding your reach, like CRM systems to keep track of customers, social media schedulers so you're not always glued to your phone, financial apps with clarity. The key is finding tools that actually work for you and can grow with you, frees up headspace.
Totally. And if we connect that tech piece to the bigger picture, well, human connection is still paramount. Which brings us to networking with intention and, importantly, seeking mentorship. For Black entrepreneurs, building that strong network, finding the right mentors, it can be absolutely transformative. The source really highlights how mentorship can, compress your learning curve, help you skip some costly mistakes, especially maybe in spaces where traditional access has been limited. And organizations like the D9 Network are great examples. Spaces built specifically to connect Black professionals for that mutual support and growth.
Definitely. And tied into that is remembering to also reinvest in yourself. Your growth is your business's growth, fundamentally. So keep learning, keep evolving. Courses, conferences, maybe hiring a coach, investing in your mindset, your leadership, your vision. It's key for resilience.
And that brings it all together, really, with the final tip. Staying rooted in community. Success isn't meant to be a solo journey. Collaborating, celebrating the wins together, sharing resources that builds incredible resilience. It's more than just morale. It's a practical counter to those systemic barriers. Creating alternative networks, joint ventures, maybe even finding capital differently. Like the article says beautifully, I think, when one of us thrives, we all move forward. That collective power is huge.
So what does this all really boil down to for you? Thriving as a Black business owner looks like this powerful mix: strategic action, really valuing your worth, and leaning into a supportive community. The article puts it plainly: Black brilliance deserves support. So here's something to think about. What's one active step you can take this week? Maybe investing in your own growth, finding a new resource, or actively contributing to that collective uplift, collaborating, connecting. How will you embody that principle?